This is the flash crop effect. Today, I'll show you exactly how to do it. Make sure to watch to the end of the video. I'm gonna provide a lot of extra tips and tricks. I don't want you to miss a thing. Let's get right into it. Okay, so we're in Premiere Pro, and as you guys can see, I have this music video ready to be cut up and do this effect with. And per usual, the first step we always take is just identifying the coolest parts of the video that we want to use for the effect. So we're going to make our cuts and go from there. And one tip before we get into the effect, instead of manually cutting this whole video, what you want to do, make sure the clip is selected, right click and hit scene edit detection and analyze. And what this does is make cuts at every single cut that's in the video. So everything will automatically be cut already. So you don't have to do it manually. And as you can see, now we have our entire music video cut up. And when you're doing this for yourself, just identify the coolest parts of the video. I'm going to skip ahead. I don't need to bore you with these cuts, but we'll come back to it once I've selected the clips I'm going to use. But before we move on, I just want to remind you guys that we're posting at least one new tutorial every single week. So if you want to continue to become a better video editor, learn more tips and tricks, make sure to subscribe, comment what you want to see next. Let's get back to it. All right, I've selected my clips, and as you can see, I put them all together right next to each other. And if we play it now, this is what they look like normally. I have each clip at about 7 frames each, but you can do this effect with having them longer or shorter. All right, so let's get into the effect itself. And we're gonna skip over this first clip. We don't need to do anything with that, but we're going to move our second clip up and drag it over 2 frames. 1, 2. You can see 1, 2, and I'm just using the keys on my keyboard to go frame by frame to achieve that. Now what you want to do is select C on your keyboard to bring up the cut tool and make a cut right here. And one thing to consider is if your clip under this is extended or goes beyond where you made the cut on the second clip, you'll want to trim this down so the first clip ends right when the second clip is cut right here like that. Now click on your clip, and we're going to add a few effects to this. The first being crop. And if you don't have crop already in effects controls, you can just go to effects and search crop and drag that onto your clip. So you can add all the effects you need before actually altering any of the effects. So we added crop. Now we're going to search levels and add that to our clip as well. And lastly, we're going to search transform and drag this onto our clip as well. And with your clip still selected, go up to effects controls. If effects controls is hidden, it's likely just somewhere over here. Or if it's nowhere to be found, you can go to window all the way at the top of your screen and make sure effects controls is checked on. All right, the first step is making the actual crop. This is the first step you're going to want to take. So again, make sure your clip is selected in effects controls and go to where you see crop. You can crop any way you want. The effect will work the same. And you'll see we're only doing this effect on one clip right now. But the only thing in this process that you'll change once I show you the other steps are how the crop looks. I want to make this first crop like a half screen. So we're going to go here. We're going to crop left right into about the middle, right about here. And that's all you got to do. So this is what it looks like right now. Just like that. That's all you have to do. So with your clip still selected, you're going to scroll down in your effects control panel until you see levels. And you're going to go to where you see white input level and change the amount to about 105, 106. Or if you want it to be more aggressive, you can bring it all the way down to 0. Now go to the end, which will be 2 frames. And you're going to change the white input level amount to 255. This brings it back to normal. So if we scrub through it, you'll see it goes down, starts with like a flash and then goes back to normal. Now move your playhead back to the start of your first clip, and we're going to scroll down again in effects controls until you see transform. You're going to keyframe position and scale without changing anything. Move 1 frame forward so it's in the middle of your clip, and just slightly adjust the position to make a cool little effect. Doesn't need to be anything crazy. A little bit of scale, a little bit of position. And then we're going to copy these first 2 keyframes and drag them over. I just selected them both. I'm hitting and holding Option while clicking and dragging these keyframes to the end of the clip. I'm on a Mac, so it's Option, but it's Alt if you're on PC. Now you can see we have a bit of like a movement motion, but it's a bit too much. So I'm just going to delete this middle keyframe and just drag it slightly less. And even the scale is a bit off. So we're going to change this scale to 107. And that looks a lot better. Now change your shutter angle to 360. I mention this all the time, but why we use transform instead of just regular position and scale in the effects control panel is that we can add motion blur to it. So now you can see there's blur around it and it's a lot smoother. You can change it to 360. That's like ultra motion blur, but let's try 250. Again, you can play around with it. This is loose. Video editing is very loose. You can make changes to customize things and make it your own. So, you know, I'm repeating these steps, but you can play around to see how different adjustments in your own footage look that best suits what you're going for. Now, this is the last part of the effect. Make sure your playhead's at the start of the clip. Keyframe skew axis at 0. Go 3 frames forward or to the end of the clip and change skew axis to 20. And now that just gives it like a bit more of a wiggle. So that is the same exact process you're going to use over and over again. And actually, I've included a preset down below in the description so you can just drag and drop this. But like I mentioned before, even with the drag and drop preset, you'll want to change the crop of each clip you do so it comes in differently. Let's continue on. So now we're going to repeat this process using the preset. And to start out, we're going to just drag this down below. So again, we're just going to drag this up, bring it over 2 frames of our other clip, make a cut. And now all you need to do is drag our crop flash preset on here and it's already all set to go. The only thing we need to change is the crop. So we're going to go to crop. We're going to reset it. And this time I want it to be in the middle. So we can crop left and we can crop right. Easy as that. We have our crop effect. So again, you can just do this over and over again. Bring in your clip 2 frames above the last, make a cut, drag in our crop flash effect, reset the crop, and maybe this time we'll go from the bottom and do halfway from the bottom like that. And you can just do this over and over again, changing the crop as many times as you want to get that effect. So that is how you pull off the crop effect. If you made it this far, make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to check out Mirror Camp and join our online school for more.